Today, we're going to reveal the secret behind the best plays in the world.
Killux is just killing everyone! 1 second, he's gotta go!
About a month ago, Riot posted a video titled The Best 15 Plays of VCT 2023. I saw this and I was like, really now? After all, it's probably just gonna be a flashy aim montage. That's what people like, right? To prove myself right, today we're going to watch and break down this list of 2023's best plays. Personally, I think 12 of the 15 plays will be just raw aim clips. How about you? Aaron, it's probably a combination of both. Okay, you're definitely right. But let's spice it up and challenge ourselves to choose one or the other. Are the best plays of the year born from godlike aim or genius brains? You ever been like, I swear my aim is basically as good as 10's, but why can't I rank up? Well, question no further, because our sponsor Valorant Tracker can answer all your questions and more. Valorant Tracker is your ultimate companion app for unlocking your full potential. They do that by providing you with a gold mine of stats. This lets you analyze every aspect of your play, from headshot percentages to daily trends, from your best agents to your best maps. And with the most recent update, the Tracker app can now show you which players in your live games are in a party together. Thank goodness. Now I can kindly encourage that duo to share their comms with the team rather than keeping it between themselves. And this is all just scratching the surface. Discover more by downloading Valorant Tracker today for free using my link in the description below.
King pushes out through showers. Oh, he's lurking. It's being held. As long as King doesn't overflank. Oh my goodness, no way!
Now that was satisfying. So at the start of the round, Furia are grouped up to take hookah control. But there's a Sage wall in the way, so they start breaking it. Now they have to deal with layer 2, the Sage Judge. They dog in, satchel in, and Brimble behind the Sage. Man, the poor guy just wanted to judge. Oh, and Jet misses her knives towards Long. A ton of noise was just made B, Mazino begins rotating over, just leaving King alone to anchor A. But Furia predicts that Leviathan probably over-rotated from all that noise, so they call to silently regroup and end A. It should have been a perfect call, but look at King. He's already pushing out of showers. King knows that Sky, Raze, Brim, and Jet were just seen towards B. He's also been jiggling showers this entire time and hasn't seen a single soul. So the moment Furia started making all that noise B, he spots an opportunity to gain an advantage and decisively pushes out of showers to take that space. And because of this decisive decision making, he gets into the perfect position to punish Furia's rotate. But then, King sees Furia's Viper Wall come up. Remember, the purpose of this Viper Wall is to give attackers cover to lurk up short. So King knows that there could be a firing squad just around the corner. And Quick was actually holding for King, but then turns away at the last second, giving King the perfect timing to assassinate all 4 players of Furia. This is the perfect clip to show the importance of map control. Furia started B and wanted to come back A, but because they had no map control at all towards the A side of the map, it forced them to have to deal with every single angle and off angle imaginable, especially this disgusting off angle, which is extremely hard to clear because you need to expose your back to short if you want to fully clear it. That's why when a lot of teams default towards B, they leave a lurker caves to hold showers so that this nightmare situation doesn't happen. Okay, so now for the most important question. Is King's play born from great aim or giant brains? Now his headshots were clean, don't get me wrong, but let's be honest, they weren't that mechanically intensive. King was at the right place at the right time because he decisively took the calculated risk of pushing out showers, and then perfectly timing his peak short using Furia's Viper Wall as a cue. So I'd say this play is brains. A surprising start, but I have a feeling the next play is going to be different because it's
like the side of EDG might have to do it in the next. He's still going for it. He believes in himself, and I can see why. Put it into a 1v2, and this is the man you'd want in that scenario, but both players up above, a flash ready, dodges it!
Man, I don't think you guys understand how insane that play is. So Giants is executing A through heaven. It's just nobody alone for EDG and A main. He's getting swarmed and taken down. So A site is completely Giants. And with Smoggy all the way B still, it's just Kong in a 1v4. He knows he needs to isolate a pick ASAP, or else the 2v4 retake will be impossible. So he gets to work. Kong starts by nading in front of him. This keeps the planer on site and gives him cover to dive into elbow. He clears map by spamming it and finds a kill on Cloud. But the spike is planted for Heaven and the rest of Giants have made it to ramp already. Smoggy gets a 1-for-1 trade in Heaven, and right as he dies, he spots the last 2 players of Giants. So Kangkang now perfectly understands the situation. The spike's planted for Heaven, the last 2 players are playing Heaven. Wow, what a shitty scenario. As a matter of fact, this situation favors the Heaven players so much that if Kangkang had a choice between this and trying to dodge a result while standing in a puddle of Viper goo, he'll likely choose the latter. And to make matters worse, Giants also have a Breach Flash to work with. Time is ticking away, this is looking unwinnable. So Kangkang starts by trying to sneak the defuse to half. That's really his only chance to win this. He gets Breach Flash, but he turns the flash, one-taps Raze, expects a trade, preempts left, and takes down Breach to win this difficult 1v2 scenario. Okay, so that was just a supreme display of raw mechanical skill to win a near impossible situation. This play definitely falls under the aim category. So now the score is tied 1-1.
Crash gonna be committed and everything, and now it's just gonna be the full shift. Nearby though is Jing, Showstopper at the ready. Looking to catch one, does find him. Spike now, gonna be dropped down onto the ground. Showstopper, and he's saying you've got no time to work with. Sends out the Showstopper, Crash, he's gonna be dead. Cleans up Finesse.
Oh my god, that was just clinical from Jing. I don't think that could have been played any more perfectly. Okay, so there's 23 seconds left. It's a 4v2 in Energy's favor. Cigarette's Gecko ults. The second Energy see this, they know that Gecko is Showers, and since there's almost no time left in the round, Raze is probably already rotated A. With 20 seconds left, they make the final call to take the TP to B. Now, that call should have worked. After all, Jing was close CT when Energy started TPing. In this scenario, defenders don't have the timing to stop the attackers from getting onto B. Jing knows that too. But here's what he's thinking. You guys might want to take notes here. He's thinking about win conditions. What does he need to do to win this round? And just as important, what does NRG need to do to win this round? Well, first, there's less than 20 seconds left in the round when Energy TP'd. So Energy has to plant the spike or else they just lose. Energy's win condition? Plant the spike. Jing's win condition? Deny that spike plant. Another thing that Jing is looking at is the numbers difference. Paper Rex are down in a 2v4. If the retake plays out normally, there is no way Paper Rex wins. So a second win condition for Jing is to isolate 1v1s to even out the numbers before Energy can get set up for the post plant. Now, with both these win conditions in mind, and considering Jing's positioning right now, there's only one correct answer. As a matter of fact, the answer almost reveals itself because it's so obvious. He must use his double satchels and spawn to get a timing to catch Energy jumping out of hookah, and that's exactly what he does. Because of that decision, he catches Som jumping out of hookah along with the spike. 12 seconds left. Jing nades under hookah, preventing Energy from jumping out. He pops his ult. 10 seconds left. Energy has to jump out. Jing pre-fires a Showstopper, takes down Crashies. 6 seconds left. It takes 4 seconds to plant. He just needs to delay for 2 more seconds. So he swings out to catch Finesse, desperately reaching for the spike. And now, with no more time to plant, he peeks out to finally take down Artis. Just perfection. Okay, now to decide, is this play aim or brains? Well, this win was only possible because Jing perfectly used every single part of his Raze util to deny Energy's win condition. He really didn't need to shoot that much. This just shows that if you play to your win condition, you can find a way to win, even if the odds are stacked against you. So I think this play definitely has to be brains. Now, if you thought that was clean, just wait till you see
down like dominoes.
Cryo close into the corner at screens, ducking down just to avoid his head, maybe being hit. What a shot! Stewart gets out alive with his life, stunned up. This is what they were hunting for. This is what they were hoping for.
Just wait. Oh, what a little milk.
You couldn't have asked for more. Cryo. 3, 4. We're making 5 rounds.
the 360 to end the game in style. So clearly this play was just Cryo being a monster and dismantling a team by himself. It's pretty straightforward, but there are a few details that you might have missed. To start off the play, Cryo starts by staring at the ground. This is not to only make sure that his shoes were tied, but it's also to 1. Play anti-flash because he knows that there's a sky on the enemy team, and 2. To tuck his head down to lower the chances of him getting headshot spammed through the screens. Now this clip was before the Pearl rework, So getting spammed through screens was a lot more common back then. When Cryo hears MIBR running up, he pops his dash since he knows the fight's about to break out. Notice he doesn't wide peek. He doesn't want to wide swing into the whole enemy team. Instead, he inches out bit by bit to isolate a 1v1. And Christmas came early, cause he ends up getting a juicy collateral. His teammate puts up the Viper wall to give Cryo cover. MIBR tries to spam through screens. Cryo knows this is dangerous, so he dash and updrafts out to reposition. And after that, he just finds pick after pick until when it's a 5v1, he pops his knives to close out the game in style. Now to decide, aim or brains. So the fundamental decision making was here from Cryo, but I can't really say he outbrained his opponents. He basically just hit every single op shot over and over again until he aced. So this play has to be aim. Now this is interesting. I did not expect the score to be so close. Well, I predicted 12 out of the 15 plays to be aim, so I'm ready for a streak of aim clips.
They've really cleared this one out. They don't have the util from the Raze. Kang went down earlier. And Nuki, what a player he is. Neural Steps out. Nobody. He's going to try and salvage this. It's 2 versus 2. And time still available. Howdong though, he's running. Does not know that Cloud is close.
All the mirrors will dissolve.
Nobody's done the most here, but can he do even more? It would have to be incredible. Doubled up Giants, leaving no gaps.
Nice. Well played, well played. Okay, so the play starts with Nuki deleting 2 players of BDG. Absolute Giga Chat anchor. And now it's nobody on site alone, surrounded by Giants. And by nobody, I mean the player, not that there's nobody on site. Anyways, Nuki pops his Cypher ult, so nobody wants to rush Nuki down before he gets revealed. He takes down Nuki, expects a trade, so he peeks back elbow and gets a second kill. Howdong gets picked up by Sky mid-rotate, so now it's just nobody in a 1v2. And by nobody, I mean the player, not that there's actually nobody in the 1v2. But Howdong's death was not in vain. Nobody now knows that Sky is heaven. And he heard Ray's ult somewhere around screens, but her exact location is unknown. In a clutch scenario like this, info is king. So nobody dog screens for more info. Boom, the dog gets sniped down by Raze. The picture is clear now. Sky is heaven and Raze is opping screens. With this info, nobody taps the spike, trying to bait out a 1v1 in heaven. He sees that no one is speaking heaven. That means Sky is going either screens or a main. But there's a way higher chance that Sky is going to double up with Raze and screens so that they can play together and trade each other out. So nobody inches towards screens to try to find a pick. He flicks onto Sky and spots the op being swapped out. So he knows exactly where Raze is. He takes a step back into an off angle, expecting the peek. And with this perfect roster placement, nobody wins the last duel. So what do you guys think? Is this play a result of aim or brains? We have to choose one, and honestly, it's not easy. His aim was really crispy, but okay, I'm gonna have a hot take. I think that this play was only made possible because he was able to isolate 4 1v1s, which is very hard to do at this high level. On top of that, he looked really comfortable doing so, which tells me that his decision making was what set him up to succeed here. So I think that this is a brains play. Let me know if you agree in the comments below.
So damn!
Is this the new John Wick movie? What is going on here?
Ace! Oh my god, the confidence from this man is insane. Let's talk about what sparked this snowball of a play. So the barriers drop, Team Secret run up, breach stuns A long. But the stun can't get all of long. Usually attackers combine the breach stun with the silver recon to fully clear it. But Team Secret uses the recon short, which allowed Soldom to hide behind the double stack undetected. Raze didn't expect an op so close, dies. Soldom dashes across to reposition, expecting to get swung on, but he doesn't see anyone during his dash. So of course, he re-peeks and posts up again. He has an op after all. He catches Silva crossing. Omen swings to trade. Soldom reacts with an updraft to slip away. Guys, this is why Riot nerfed Jet updraft. Because these top Jet players are starting to realize that updraft is almost just as good of a get out of jail free card as their dash. Anyways, Soldom knows he's getting rushed, so he smokes to give himself cover. But if he's getting rushed, then that means a short range fight is about to happen. So he whips out the shorty, His dash is back up from the last kill, by the way. He pops the dash before jumping out and finds another kill before dashing away again. His teammate throws a great supporting stun, helping him get his 4th kill, and the rest was history. Something to keep in mind is that Team Secret were saving this round, so they had less util and worse guns. So that's why Solon looked like he was absolutely smurfing in this clip. Aim or brain? No brainer, it's an aim clip. So the score is tied up once again, 3-3. Now starting from the next play, we're finally in the single-digit plays. Let's see what Riot's got in store for us.
Gets the headshot. CJRS going to be taken down as Crashy stays tucked away in the back of sight. Takes advantage of the vulnerable out on a Jink. Precision, however, finds 2 quick kills. Finds himself a 3rd. Now the Reckoning available, and he's going to invest that immediately. A little bit of obfuscation, but there is going to be the ultimate. Orbital strike sent down. Forsaken trying to challenge. Finds a 4th kill. Now on for the ace. This artist left standing. And
Olay. The sheer amount of confidence that went into each peak. This man is not afraid of NRG whatsoever. So everything started with NRG with their mid-rounding magic taking B-side for free without even needing a single kill. But you know what's the opposite of free? Paper Rex's fast retake. First, Paper Rex harbor walls to split the site. This blocks the hookah, long, and the elbow angles so they can focus on isolating and clearing backside and tube. They flash out and flood onto site. Forsaken paths into tube while his teammates path back site, right into the hands of Crashies, who was ratting in the corner. Forsaken swings from site, gets a massive collat headshot. His teammates yelling, "Sky back site, sky back site." So Forsaken takes a second to set up his pre-aim, then swings through to take down Crashies. Since site is completely clear now, Forsaken now knows that the rest of NRG have to be hookah or long. So he harbor ults them both and runs up to tap the spike. But Brimstone rips his orbital strike to get him off. Forsaken sprints out of the Brim ult, and since the Brim ult is still lasering down, Forsaken's not just gonna sip tea and enjoy the view. No, time is of the essence. So he swings long to take a fight and deletes Brim. Then he confidently swings hookah to complete his ace. Okay, now to decide, is this play aim or brains? Well, this entire play was just swing, kill, swing, kill, swing, kill. Not a lot of brains, but hella crisp aim. So it's another point to aim. And aim breaks the tie to take the lead. Guys, I'm telling you, the aim streak is starting strong.
Mike is stranded. There's just nothing more that he could do. The plant was never able to come in.
He's still got some time. I mean, he could try to really make a long wrap here. See if he can catch Paper Rex off guard.
They are not expecting this.
Oh my god.
Watch me ignite.
Can he do it once again? Something. It's going to be the freebie, but he's going to play this out patiently. He wants to spot them both. Can he make the transition? Yes, he can!
Okay, I know what you're thinking.
Oh, it's just a 2K. What's so good about that?
I don't know why I'm doing this slow motion here. I totally get it. I think the editing doesn't really do the play justice. I remember seeing this play live on stream and it was so hype. Let me explain. So Calm's left in the 1v2. The spike is on site and Paper Rex know exactly where Calm is. Harbor walls off the choke. This means to get the spike plant, Calm is going to need to either go through the wall blind or wait out the wall, which will cost precious time. And there's only 46 seconds left, so not a lot of time. Now, 99.9% of the players will just freeze here. They'll probably cut noise and wait out the wall. Or maybe they'll actually save, because the situation is looking pretty doomed. But Calm, man, this man is wired differently. Without skipping a beat, he decisively sprints away. He knows that Paper Rex might hear him, so he taps the orb to pretend he ran to farm the orb, when in reality, he has a grander play in mind. About 40 seconds left, he's running away, everyone thinks he's probably saving. Meanwhile, Harper closes the tree door, so the only way to get onto site is through the A main choke. Then Paper Rex settles into a crossfire contact setup. This setup basically guarantees Paper Rex's win. But little do Paper Rex know, they're playing checkers while Calm is playing chess. Calm runs past Cat and up mid. He's flanking them from heaven. This is a pathing Paper Rex did not expect, especially with what little time was left on the clock. And then the suspense rises as we wonder if Paper Rex will consider this possibility.
If he goes up into heaven, this is going to open him up for an opportunity. He's still got that recon dart too.
Not looking for this. They are not expecting this. Can he do it once again? Something. It's going to be the freebie, but he's going to play this out patiently. He wants to spot them both. Can he make the transition? Yes, he can!
Yes, he can! Oh yeah, we gotta decide. Is this play aim or brains? Come on, guys. The answer is obvious. Of all the plays so far, this is probably the biggest brain play yet. +1 to brains, so now the score is 4 for aim and 4 for brains. Okay, so my prediction is now officially wrong. I'm really surprised too. Shout out to Riot for putting some respect on Giga Brain plays. Okay, but we're only at the halfway point. There are still 7 more jaw-dropping plays that we need to watch and decide. Aim or brains.